Hey guys, it's Patrick with Uncle Bill's Camping, and today we're going to be talking about camping tables. Now, if you've stumbled across this video, you're probably looking for a camping table. And today we're going to be talking about the Trekology aluminum alloy camping table. Now, this is about a 6-pound table, measures in about 28 by 17 inches. As far as the surface area, sits about 16 inches off of the ground. It's an overdue video for me. I've gotten a lot of compliments on this table, you know, when I've been camping, when I've been out the sports fields, things like that. So I thought I'd do a video about it just to kind of give you the rundown on it and see if it's something that you want to add to your camping gear. Hey guys. All right, so, now we're outside. I'm just going to point out a few things about this real quick. The first thing is that it's a ripstop nylon case that's actually for the tabletop surface. And on the back side, there's actually like a waterproof mesh case that you're going to put the legs in, or what the legs come in. And you'll see right here, it's all kind of accordion style. We'll get into that in just a second. And then inside the actual part that's ripstop nylon is where they keep the tabletop. And the tabletop itself is secured by these kind of like little rubber straps. They won't go anywhere, so you don't have to worry about losing them. They stay attached to the table. We're going to go ahead and set this up though, and I'll show you what this thing's all about. Alright guys, so once we got everything out of the case, you're just going to see there's two components here. You have the base, which is right here, and you have the tabletop. And the base is constructed of the same materials that the tabletop is constructed out of, which is just an aluminum alloy. So one of the first things you'll notice when you do this is if you look right down in there, you're going to see just a little notch, just a little circular notch, and that comes into play when you're putting it together. Now you expand this out, and you'll notice this folding rail right here actually has a little circle in it, or cut into it. That's going to fit inside of that notch. And what that's going to do is keep this from expanding too far out and making your table collapse. So when you're assembling this, it's very important that you get that notch put in there. And next we're going to move on to the top. And like I said before, there's a really cool feature on here. These rubber bands, they stay attached, so you're not going to lose them. So it just keeps, gives you a way to keep this closed, when you're transporting it. So the surface doesn't get scratched up real bad. But you're going to notice on the very first one and the very last rail here that it has this little rod in here, and that's going to snap into the top there. So you just fold that out, and snap that in. I mean, it's that simple. Something I did want to point out, obviously the measurements here, I mean, you can kind of judge with it sitting next to the chair, but this is a 27 by 18 surface. It sits 16 inches tall. You can kind of see where it sits with the chair here, so it makes it really good, especially, tailgating, or if you're car camping, just to be able to set your stuff on it, set a radio, set a lantern, set a couple of drinks, whatever you're messing with, or just, to be able to work on some stuff, maybe some food preparation, or, using it next to the campfire to be able to set stuff on. So, another thing is all these little ridges, right, or all these little areas right here, this is where the elastic rope runs through, and there's these little spacers, so it keeps everything very evenly spaced. It makes it kind of snap back into form if it gets shifted around. I read in the comments on Amazon, people had some questions about how easy this was to move around when it's assembled, and it's very easy. Not only can you, actually leave stuff on it and pick it up and move it, but you can see as long as you grab it by the base, you're not going to have any problems whatsoever moving this thing around. You can grab it by the top, it's going to be a little bit flexible. That's where all those elastic cords come in though into place. You can see how it kind of pops back into place. But yeah, there's no problems whatsoever moving this thing around. As I said before, it's not something you're going to want to take hiking with you. It's definitely something for car camping, tailgating, using it at the sports field, things like that. It's pretty perfect. Taking this thing apart, it's just as easy as putting it back together. You unsnap that first rail and fold it over. Snap the last rail off. This is where that comes into play. It's very handy. You know, keeps everything together. Undo these and fold them back. There it is. You put it back in the bag. You know, anyway, I just wanted to pop in, give you guys a review on this table, let you know what I thought about it. I think it's great. I like it. I use it as a nightstand inside of my tent when I'm camping. You know, if we're out, we're tailgating or whatever, I like to use it as just a little table to be able to set stuff down on, especially like when we're cooking, you know, putting stuff together. But, you know, anyway, if this is a table you've been looking at or you're looking for a camp table, I hope I've provided you with a little bit of information, you know, to help you along your way. And, you know, maybe if this is something you want to get, check out the link below in the description. And from Uncle Bill's Camping, this is Patrick. Thanks for taking the time to look at my video, and I'll see you the next time around. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to hit that subscribe or like button down below. You can also find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, UncleBillsCamping.com, here on YouTube, and vid.me. And from Uncle Bill's Camping, this is Patrick saying thank you for looking at my videos.